Hey guys, so today I'm going to be trying out the new foundation from IT Cosmetics. It's called Confidence in a Foundation. It is oil-free, meant for all skin types, long-wearing, weightless, full coverage, velvet matte finish. So this is what it looks like right here, guys, and I really wanted to test this out for you because I just got it in. I was really excited to use it. I went on Sephora, I looked at the reviews, and they are kind of bad, unfortunately. It has a 3 out of 5 stars, and the reviews that didn't like the foundation were all saying different things, like different reasons why they didn't like the foundation. So it wasn't like one reoccurring problem that people were having, it's literally different issues. I mean, I am gonna totally like just go into this, me literally trying this out as I always do with all of my reviews, like completely unbiased. I'm not gonna like hate on it already because I saw other people hating on it. I'm actually like, if I end up really loving it, I'm gonna let you guys know. So just a few things that people were saying negatively about this was that it was chalky, grainy, showed texture on their skin, and it looked cakey. They could not get a full coverage with it. It was more like a medium coverage that just wouldn't build. It was not long lasting, and it only looked good at first when they first applied it. And then lastly, a lot of people found it hard to find a correct match for their skin tone, and that it looked really orangey. So I actually swatched this one on my hand along with 2 other foundations that I know for a fact look good on my skin and look good when I'm filming, and it literally looks exactly the same as them. I even like let it oxidize and it still looked the same. So I'm hoping that I personally was able to find a good match for myself, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it could start turning orangey on me because my hand is a little different than my face. I have a lot more like redness and discoloration to cover here than I do on my hand. Just a few other things that I didn't mention yet about this foundation. There are 48 different shades that are available. It's supposed to be a full coverage matte velvety finish. The hyaluronic acid helps to diminish the look of fine lines and wrinkles, and ceramides help retain moisture and help support skin barrier. It's supposed to also be humidity proof, give you flawless coverage that covers blemishes, redness, dark spots, and any other imperfections that you may have. So it's supposed to, like, I mean, it sounds like it would be amazing, but then you read the reviews and you're like, I don't know, like it might steer you away from purchasing it, right? So this review is definitely going to reveal what is up with this foundation and if it actually works or if it's not good, and I am never going to use it again. I'm going to zoom you in really close for this side of my face so that we can see how it actually is sitting on my skin, and then I will zoom you back out for this side of my face so you can kind of see like the overall look and how it's coming together. I'm not gonna do like one side of my face primed and one side not primed, because like honestly I never not wear primer. I do the exact same thing every single time I put foundation on. So if I put on the primer and moisturizer and serum that I absolutely love and use every time and know works well with foundations, and the foundation still looks like crap, then I know for a fact that it's the foundation and it is not, you know, my products that I use all the time. So this is oil-free. I am also going to be using an oil-free primer as well. The very first thing that I always do is moisturize. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply some of my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, just a little bit, because I'm running out and it's like $100, and it makes me sad thinking about how I have to repurchase it. So I'm thinking like maybe a problem that people are having is they're not moisturizing their skin well enough before applying this, because it is a full coverage matte foundation. So maybe that is the issue. And this moisturizer absolutely hydrates my skin. Like, it's the best. I'm also going to use a serum too. This is the Hey Honey Good Morning Honey Silk Facial Serum. And we're going to put that on as well. And lastly, this CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Skin Primer and Illuminating. It is my current favorite one. And it is so good underneath foundations just because it gives your skin like a really nice natural glow. And it has the most perfect consistency. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of nervous to use this foundation today. So here it is. I'm using the shade Medium Sand 210. So just take the cap off, and it's just like a normal pump dispenser. I am going to put this on my hand, the back of my hand here. We'll just do one pump for now. Oh, this feels thick. Holy crap. Put a little bit on my face here first with my finger. And I'm gonna blend this in with my Real Techniques blending sponge. This is my favorite. So I know for a fact this guy works well. Okay, I can definitely see where people are saying that it emphasizes their texture. Like it looks like it could look dry. Do you know what I'm saying? And I do have dry skin in certain places. But the way I prepped my skin beforehand definitely helped. Okay, so wow, I never used that little foundation, but it actually covered really well in my opinion. So I can still kind of see here some redness. I have like little pimples here. I don't think I really need, maybe on my nose. Yeah. See, I'm not even using one pump right now. I'm really surprised. I usually go in with foundation. Oh, I almost forgot this. Okay, so also one other thing, it definitely doesn't dry like too fast. You have time to work with it, so you can go ahead and put it all over your face and then like blend in certain spots at a time. Around my nose, it seems to be doing well. So this is where it can get kind of tricky with me with foundations. I don't have any fillers or Botox or anything like that, so you know, my forehead wrinkles are pretty intense, and after the day has gone by and I have, you know, gone like this a million times, foundation does tend to settle there. So this may do that, but I mean, all foundations do that to me. What the heck is going on right there? Why did it just become crumbly? Do you guys see that? It's crumbs. What the heck? Wow, I never had any foundation do that to me. I'm trying to blend this little part out right here because it kind of got a little patchy and it started crumbling on me. Okay, I won't touch it then. Okay, so just, that was weird. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out, but this is what it looks like. It looks beautiful on certain parts of my face, but on others, it got really patchy. And I'm sure you guys can see it pretty clearly. It's like here, where I have, personally, where I have a lot of texture. Here, and then here. I feel uncomfortable now, like I'm actually starting to sweat. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do this side. So again, I have a crap ton on my hand and I'm not using a full pump. So I know that's not the reason, because I usually use way more foundation than this. Definitely covering though so well. That's why I feel like I'm so like upset about the weird patchy problem, because like for example, my ears are so red and it's covering them perfectly. Like it really is evening out my skin tone. Wow, like it just makes the redness on my nose completely disappear. And I have a lot of sun damage there, you know? So I really am impressed with that. It's doing it again. Oh no. Right here. I feel like crying. I think I might cry about this. It's that bad. How can I fix this? And why is it doing that? Okay, I'm gonna try something. We're gonna go ahead and smooth over some Benefit Professional in the spots where I'm looking textury. So I'm just blending this on. Okay, and then I'm gonna just take a little bit more of this on the sponge and pat over. Okay, I got rid of it. That's what you have to do. You have to use Professional on the areas that you have texture, because otherwise it will absolutely emphasize it and get really patchy. But see, that completely fixed the problem. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Okay, so you guys see here how it looks nice? And then on this side, it's really weird in this entire area. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna blend this on right over the foundation. I mean, obviously you'd want to do this first. I'm just gonna roll with it. And honestly, I don't mind. Like, if I have to do this before I apply this foundation, I really don't mind, because the coverage is just so damn good. Okay, so there we go. That is how it's looking now that I did that Professional. And really, that's the only problem. Like, my nose looks fine, my chin looks fine, my forehead looks fine. Like, everything looks normal. It's just this area, which is so, you know, strange. It's never happened to me before. One full pump for my entire face. There's definitely no need to go in with any more than that. And if you do, I feel like that's probably where it's going to start getting really cakey on you. And I don't think it's going to build up well. So I personally thought I had really good full coverage. I don't think I need to use any more. I'm just gonna speed up this next portion here of me doing the rest of my makeup so that you guys can see how everything else is laying on my face. If something weird is happening, then I will stop the fast motion and let you guys know about it. But if everything is good, then we'll just keep going in full speed.
I don't really need new friends, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone who can play though, wanna hang with me. I'm not really looking for a friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone not afraid to give it all to me. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us are golden or gold, you see. We'll do you good, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. We'll do you good, cause I am golden, I'm golden. You're not really looking for a friend, so you're the top for me. Never thought that loving would be easy, but it's all for free. Won't cost a thing, so it's yours, worth a try. Oh, this is the real thing, I'm down if you're down, boy. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us are golden or gold, you see. We'll do you good, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. We'll do you good, cause I am golden, I'm golden. Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to me, get next.
Okay guys, so makeup is finished and I actually think everything went on really nicely. I used powder products only because I was afraid if I went in with a cream it wouldn't really blend in well to the foundation since it's so matte. I just thought it would be harder to work with, so I used all powders. Everything went on beautifully. As of right now, I don't feel like dry, but I do think it kind of looks a little dry on certain areas of my face. Mainly like my chin area, a little bit on my nose, forehead, and then on my cheeks. Just like, it's really matte looking, but only when you're looking super up close. Definitely really full coverage. I felt that it covered all of my acne and scarring and redness, especially around my nose, incredibly well. And I didn't have to use a lot of it, so that's nice. I thought that it was not lightweight, because it says it's lightweight. I definitely feel like I'm wearing foundation. Not that it feels cakey or anything, but I feel I'm wearing it. I just felt that as I was putting it on, like, it definitely has a very thick consistency. Color, like the shade that I chose was perfect. It matches really well with my skin tone. It didn't oxidize weirdly on me or turn orange. I felt that as I, put it on, it stayed that exact same color. Once we addressed the patchy situation, I felt that the foundation actually, it looks pretty nice. I think it does look nice. No, it's not my favorite right now, but I'm thinking that as the day goes on, it'll start looking better and better as my natural oils, kind of start to seep through. So we're gonna see exactly how long wearing it is. I was just listening to music on my phone and it wasn't plugged in and it just died, but I promise it is 2 o'clock right now. So I'm gonna wait like 4 more hours to show you guys what it looks like then. So I'll talk to you in a little bit. 6:13, so it's been about 4 hours now, and I did change my lip because I just got in the new Too Faced Pretty Mess collection. I put this all over my body, so I don't know if it looks like glowing or anything. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but in person I could definitely tell it like totally made my skin glow. This is like really cute actually. Look how big this puff is, and it smells good. And then this Polite and Pretty lip gloss combo. It's actually really nice. I like it a lot. Anyway, as for the foundation, so now that it's been a few hours, I'm not gonna lie, I actually like the way it looks better now than it did earlier. I feel like as it's starting to wear, it definitely just is sinking more into my skin, and I'm liking the way it's looking now. So it has not really sunk into my fine lines and wrinkles on my forehead, which is awesome because that does happen a lot with some foundations, but this one's doing a great job. Like even around my nose area, it looks pretty good still. The chin is looking better now that my oils have kind of come through. It just doesn't look as dry as it did earlier. And my cheeks also definitely look just more like a normal skin instead of dry. So I do notice a little bit of oiliness coming through, mainly on my chin, forehead, and then just right here in this area. But it's nothing terrible that I feel the need to have to blot or fix. Like this is actually the way I really like my foundation to be, like this point in time where it's kind of like a little bit dewy-ish in the center, and then the outer corners are matte. I think it looks really cool. And yeah, no issues. Like the bronzer and the blush and the highlighter all melted in so well. I don't think that my texture is like super emphasized or anything. I mean, it really looks pretty similar to other foundations I have. So far so good. I think it looks really nice actually in person too. So I'm just gonna continue wearing this and see if it still lasts and if it still looks as full coverage as it does right now. I'm also curious to see how oily I get with it, because in my T-zone area, by the end of the day, I'm usually like, wow, I really gotta blot that out. But so far so good. I don't feel the need to do that yet. So when I, have foundations like this that are so incredibly matte, I'll usually mix them with others that are more dewy or like more of a natural radiant finish kind of thing. So I'm thinking that this foundation might be one of those where I can still continue using it after this video, but just instead of on its own, since it is a little drying on this outer corner here, I'm thinking that it would probably be really good to mix with something else. I don't know what I would mix it with just yet, but I know that something would work really well with it. I have this Too Faced foundation that is also oil-free and I feel like pretty matte. And what I like to do with this is actually mix my Lancome Teint Idole. I don't know how to say that. That foundation, like the Ultra Wear I think it's called, I'll mix that in with this, and it just, the combination of both of those together just really helps to sink into my skin. But yeah, so I like matte foundations, but I actually like them better when you mix them with other things. So I'm probably going to do that with this foundation, and I think I would get a lot more use out of it that way instead of just using it on its own. Also, mixing it with another foundation might even help out with the patchiness so that you don't have to use the Benefit Professional to fix things up. Yeah, this is the 4-hour mark, and what I'm going to do now is go to Tropical Smoothie with Matt. I'm gonna get my Island Detox, that's my favorite, and the flatbread chicken pesto. And that's really all I'm doing tonight. Maybe a little bit of editing here and there, but nothing too crazy. So I will check back with you guys in another 4 hours. Alright guys, so it is almost 12. It's been about like 6 hours. So some things that I have noticed is that obviously the oils in my face and my T-zone area have come through a little bit, but everything else pretty much looks the same. Like, it didn't fade. It definitely lasted throughout the whole day. My forehead is definitely looking dry, like it needs a good spritz, but it didn't really get into my fine lines and wrinkles too badly. Like, I have foundations that definitely cake up more in those areas than this one did. There's some things I really love about it, like how it's oil free and how there's 48 shades, which is amazing, how it's so incredibly full coverage. Like, there really are good things about this foundation, but also I feel like there are some bad things with the patchiness that you guys saw in the beginning of the video, and then also just how I feel like it's kind of really clinging to my dry spots. So I'd say that this is definitely not going to be good for someone who has dry skin. I'm gonna give it like a high 3.8, not quite 4 out of 5. I'm gonna test it with other foundations, mix it with other things, and see if I like it any better. But I think, you know, on its own, it's not my favorite. So hopefully you guys like this review. If you did, please leave a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Let me know what you guys want to see me review next, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.